Why hello, it's your gal, Dimply Bean, at it again with another piece of content. So I saw this photo on Instagram and I was immediately just completely blown away by the pure talent of this individual. Now the Instagrammer is called Diana Vladi Makeup. Correct me if that's incorrect. They do this incredible thing of painting random characters or people. I'm not really sure who these people are. I'm not that knowledgeable of celebrities and things, so I don't know if these are famous people or if it's just people. I'm gonna shut up. Moving on from that, she paints them on her arm. It's like she's printed off a piece of paper, stuck it to her arm and molded it to her skin somehow. Just the talent of this person is just insane. Obviously, looking at this, it immediately got me excited. Not in that way. It just got me excited to want to try and do this myself, because that's the problem that I have. I like to come up with my own ideas. I honestly do. But then sometimes I see someone that does something absolutely incredible and my immediate thought is, I want to try that, even though I know full well that it isn't going to come out as good for me. I just have to do it so then I can deal with the disappointment afterwards. I don't know. I don't think mine's going to come out as good as hers. I think if we're going to look at my tiny face challenge, my ability to draw faces isn't exactly good. I'm gonna go on a whim and say that this is gonna be a complete flop, but I want to try it anyway because you never know. There is that 1% chance that it actually comes out decent. Hello, it's your gal, voiceover bean. So in the same way that I do my skull makeups, I decided to start off by drawing a general outline of the face that I wanted to draw. This just gives me a rough guideline of what properly to draw and where when it comes to actually applying the paint. After that, I decided to go in with some bronzer. Ultimately, this step was a complete waste of time as I just ended up painting over this anyway, but oh well. And then I just started painting it in. It's kind of hard to describe this step, but essentially I used a lighter paint to paint the areas that are more raised on the face, like the cheekbones and the forehead. And then with a darker tone, I then painted the lower areas, such as around the nose and the eyes. For the eyes, I opted for a greenish tone. I found that stippling the colour around on the iris made it look a little bit more natural, and I also found that the dotting tool was the best thing to use to create a nice round pupil. I then went in with an eyeliner to create those lovely lashes. I also used the same eyeliner and a brow pen to create the brows. I was then very undecided on how I wanted to draw the rest of it, because I started to draw some hair and then decided that looked stupid and ended up just colouring the surrounding area black instead, and then painting some hair on top of it because I thought that made it look a bit more mysterious or something. I don't know. And then this is it. This is the final result. Well, that was a lot. So I would say all in all, this creation right here took me best part of 2.5 hours. So time well spent. I don't think it's that bad. Like, I think it came out okay, but I wouldn't say that this was the biggest success. The issue that I've got with it is that the nose is a bit off. I feel like the nose is a tad small, but what can you do? I think that might be because the eyes I've made too big. I don't really know, but I think just the general proportions are just not quite right. So I'm just gonna go off the idea that it's not a standard face and it's supposed to be disproportionate. Recently I've been watching a lot of Attack on Titan, so when I was painting this, the only thing I kept thinking was that and how much it looks like one of the weird faces that they've got where you see them where they've got like really dead eyes and just kind of like staring blankly and then they just munch on people and all that shit. It kind of had that vibes to me as I was painting it, so that might be the reason why it's come out looking so haunting. That might be because of me. But all in all, it looks okay. Let me know down in the comments how I did. Do you think this was a success? Do you think it was a failure? Can you see what I mean about the whole disproportionateness to it? Let me know. I'd like you to critique my art right here. Please. As always, if you like this video, then don't forget to hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this and some of my other content that we won't go into describing that, click that subscribe button. If you wanna be a full-on stalker, then click that little bell icon and keep up to date with all of this, whatever this is. And that's it. Bye!